Coming up on The Talk.
So one day I had 60 bob.
Okay.
And I tell my friend, hey, today I'm going to taste alcohol.
How old were you?
I was 14 years old.
On our show today is Harrison Mwaura. Harrison Mwaura at the age of 14 had his first taste of alcohol. Little did he know that it would be a beginning of a very unexpected journey.
Gambling replaced my alcohol.
Being addicted to both alcohol and gambling.
And instilling hope that there's life after addiction.
Okay. Hello guys, how are you doing? Join me today on The Talk with Rosalia as we listen to our friend and our visitor Harrison Mwaura as he gives us a story about his alcoholic journey and also gambling, and also we shall be able to hear how he was able to quit and how he was able to recover, and more so get the confidence to talk about it on our show today. Welcome, Harrison.
Thank you very much, Rosalia. I'm humbled to be here.
Okay.
And thank you for inviting me.
Okay.
Yeah, asante sana.
You're welcome.
Yes,
Would you mind introducing yourself kidogo for our visitors so that they can really know who you are, because my introduction was a bit, small.
Exactly. So my name is Harrison Mwaura Irongo. I am an addiction counselor.
Okay.
I am a recovery coach.
All right.
But more so I am a recovering alcoholic and a recovering gambling.
Okay.
And I've been sober for over 2 years now.
2 years, that's a good time.
And maintaining it sober.
All right.
Yeah, working as an addiction counselor, helping other people in this journey, and instilling hope that there's life after addiction.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say, okay, you have been an addict.
I have been an addict.
An alcoholic.
Of which I am still.
Oh, all right.
I've said
I need to understand that.
I've said I'm a recovering alcoholic and a recovering gambling addict.
All right.
Does not mean that I am using.
Okay.
I was. But what I do today, if I don't do what I am doing, I'll still go back to addiction.
Okay.
So there's no point I'm going to recover. I'm continuing to recover. Yeah.
So guys, this is Harrison Mwaura. He's a recovering addict of alcohol. By that he means for 2 years he has not been taking alcohol. All right. He's been on a journey of recovery.
Yeah.
Amesema he is still an addict, but please note, a recovering addict, meaning he doesn't take alcohol anymore. He's on a journey of healing and recovering fully, like some of you outside there. We all have a story, we all have something to tell. So please allow us together to listen to Harrison. He can give us his journey. He can give us his story, how far he has come, and what made him quit, and what has made him who he is today, considering the way his journey was. Don't forget, he was also a gambler. Is gambling an addiction?
Yeah, gambling is an addiction.
Okay.
There are two types of gambling. There is chemical addiction.
Okay.
That is on chemicals, alcohol, cigarettes.
So you gamble substances?
No, there are two types of gambling.
Okay.
Chemical addiction.
Okay.
That is alcohol and cigarettes.
That is gambling.
No, addiction. there are two types of addiction.
Okay, all right.
Chemical addiction and process addiction.
Okay.
Chemical addiction, you are addicted to substances. That may be alcohol, cigarettes, heroin, cocaine, any drug that you use.
All right.
But process addiction, you are addicted to processes. Like now gambling, sex, masturbation, gym, food, shopping.
So gambling falls under
process addiction.
Okay.
And alcohol falls under substance addiction or chemical addiction.
So did you start gambling before or did you start alcohol? Which came first?
My alcohol came first.
Okay.
My alcohol came first. Yeah.
You're calling it your alcohol?
Yeah, it was my alcohol. Because I used to enjoy alcohol. You know, people say that alcohol is not sweet.
Okay.
But alcohol makes you high.
Is it sweet?
Alcohol makes you high, by the way.
Okay.
The euphoria, you take alcohol because you want to feel nice. You want to forget all your problems.
Okay.
It's not a bad thing. But when you now come to the consequences, that's when all the problem happens.
So if alcohol came first before gambling, meaning you need to first tell us your alcohol journey and how it led to gambling, you know. Can you tell us about that?
Oh, maybe to start with, I was born, I'm the fourth born in a family of 5. I was born in Nakuru, Njoro. Nakuru County, Njoro sub-county, a place called Naishi. Naishi. Our place is called Naishi. Naishi, askari anakuuliza unaishi wapi? Namwambia Naishi. That is where I'm from. I'm the fourth born in a family of 5.
Okay.
So
you are the second last?
I'm the second last.
Is the last born a girl or a boy?
A girl.
So you're the last born.
I'm the last boy. Yeah, we are 5 of us.
Okay.
So born in Nakuru. So I grew up as a normal child. Okay. My parents, I would say that I was from a good family or a family. I was from an average family. Yeah, the house was here and here. My mother will provide the school fees. My dad here and here and here. So we never lacked anything. It was a good life. Anyway, it was not such a good life to crave for, but at least it was something we did, and I was so happy to be brought up by then. I was taken to boarding school in class 3. Okay. I was around 9 years old. I remember. Went to
boarding school in class 3.
Boarding school in class 3. I remember when I was admitted there in class 3, it took me 3 weeks for me to bathe. You can imagine the torture.
3 weeks?
I didn't bathe for 3 weeks.
There was no water?
There was cold. We used to wake up in the morning at 5.
Okay. That's a long while.
That's a yeah. So you are supposed to imagine a 9-year-old looking at 5, go and take a cold shower.
All right. You never bathed for 3 weeks?
For 3 weeks, I remember. And after that,
guys, can you hear?
After that, you know, people always think that addiction it starts from just from nowhere. It is something that's accumulated when you're a small child. Build up. So in class 3 boarding school, continued well.
That is 9 years.
That is 9 years.
Okay.
So with all the peer pressure, people from Nairobi and so on and so on, I was a smart child. I was a playful child.
The boarding school was in Nakuru?
Was in Naivasha.
All right.
Was in Naivasha.
Okay.
So reaching class 7, I had a lot of peer pressure from friends because I wouldn't stay at home. I had a lot of friends. So one day I had 60 bob. Okay. And I tell my friend, hey, today I'm going to test alcohol.
How old were you?
I was 14 years old.
Oh.
That was the first time we took alcohol. It was those sachets.
You are the one who told your friend.
We just influenced each other because we were seeing people drink alcohol, and I said, why don't you taste today?
You were still in boarding school?
I was still in boarding school, class 7. So I decided, let's taste the alcohol. And apo, they were called sachets. Okay. I don't know whether you know those sachets.
No,
They were used to sell at 10 bob and 10 shillings. Yeah, 10 bob, 15 shillings, and we bought 4.
Ni pombe
it's
this locally brewed liquor.
What do you call it? It was this Makali spirits.
Oh, okay.
But the government banned them. The government later banned them. Okay. So we bought them 4 of them, and I took 2, and my friend took 2. After taking that, I felt so high. I remember going home. I was nilikuwa naambia watu gota. I remember naambia watu gota.
You mean at 14?
At 14.
You were in boarding school?
I was in boarding school, class 7.
So when you went home for holiday?
For the holidays, yeah.
Okay,
during
you went and you and your friends decided to have a taste of alcohol.
A taste of the alcohol. And we bought
it. Nikisikia vizuri. To everyone.
And I remember, I took 2 of them, and my friend had 2. After I finished mine, my friend akasema, hii kitu imenishinda, I can't finish this.
So you took your
nikamwambia acha nikumalizie. You see the difference? My friend decided, hii kitu si mzuri.
It's too much. It's too much.
But for me it was good. You see, that's why now you realize now where my problem started coming from. Okay. You see, it was the first time yet I felt something good. But for him, it was not. It was not something to crave for. Okay. He stopped there, and in fact today he's doing very well. He's working in one of the major banks in the country.
Oh,
he's doing well.
That's amazing.
You see, so with alcohol, me had already been exposed to alcohol
at 14 years.
Not at 14. addiction is a family disease. There are genes that you inherit.
So you want to tell us that at your home there is a problem with addiction?
When you look at my family, there are some. When you look at maybe my
a series of events.
A series of where you can see it.
Okay.
So that was my first time. Went to high school. But then I did well in class 8. Was admitted.
So after taking 14 years after taking alcohol, did you take alcohol again?
I took it now in secondary.
So after ile spirit mulikunywa wewe ukasema umalizie rafiki yako pia.
Nikamaliza sikukunywa tena, nikamaliza class 8. Then the next one it was now after class 8. I remember going to form 1.
Okay.
That is where now it started again.
How old were you then?
I went to boarding in high school. Was it 15 years?
Okay. And you were a good performer. I
was a good performer. I performed well in primary school.
Okay.
In fact, was it 398 out of 500?
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, I was admitted to that school. Went, started doing well. But now in the high school, there was some, what do you call it? There was bullying. And for me to belong to a group, you had to associate yourself with something. And me now, alcohol was doing well. I remember, kumbe these guys drink. I can also be drinking still in school.
So you tried to fit in with that particular
group. Exactly, because of the bullying.
Okay.
And I was never bullied because now I was here and there. Of course, I was doing well and so on with my academics. So in high school, continued taking my alcohol. I remember by the time I was in Form 2, I was now taking the illicit brews, the shanga.
So allow me to ask you, in Form 1, you went and there was bullying, meaning you had to fit in a certain group so that you are not bullied and probably to feel as if you belong,
and then there's jamaa ni wetu, unaona hata jamaa si mtiaji, this is a good guy, these are cool kids, he does this and this and this.
So you are in the group of the cool kids.
The cool kids, the one who knows, and you kid. and you remember I was from a boarding school previously.
Okay.
Primary was in a boarding school. So coming here, I know a lot. So I continued taking my alcohol.
I can imagine. So in Form 1 you were already taking alcohol with this group.
With this group, exactly.
Come Form 2.
Form 2, I remember.
Wait a minute, I have a question. Form 1, when you went back home, your parents didn't notice you are taking alcohol?
You see, with alcohol you can hide, and they can't know, and you're not taking daily.
Okay.
And you see, I was in my early stages of alcoholism, and in the early stages of alcoholism, people don't know.
Okay.
And it is easy, you can control. There are 5 stages of alcohol.
You can hide.
Yeah, the 5 stages of alcohol. By then I was in stage 2, social drinking, and in social drinking, you are able to control. You have the control. So I had the control. So I will decide today I'm not drinking, and I'm at home, I'm not drinking. Okay. But when in school, I'm still drinking during the midterms and the closing dates.
Okay.
And I remember when I was it Form 3? We closed school on Thursday, and I went home the following day.
You went drinking? I
went drinking on a drinking spree.
Allow me to take you back before even we go to Form 2. Form 3. Form 2. Why you took alcohol? You've mentioned something about illicit brews or something.
Changa.
So Form 2 you started taking changa.
I was at home still. Those were during the holidays.
Okay.
You see, you know alcohol is expensive.
Yeah.
And with the pocket money that you normally get.
Sio ya kila mtu.
Got admitted to university.
Okay.
To do BCom. By there, I forgot to say, I'm also a graduate because I did accounting option. I'm an accountant.
He's a graduate. Msifikirie ni pombe alikunywa akakosa.
I'm an accountant by profession.
Okay.
That was my first course.
Okay.
So I went to university. Now in the university, you have the money.
Yeah.
So by the time I was in second year now, my drinking now was so rampant. I remember I was not even attending the classes.
Okay.
I was not attending classes. The university, I just go tell guy, you're going to class, go and sign for me.
Oh, okay.
You see, there are those roles that you sign, go and sign for me, and so on and so on and so on. And I remember one time I went to class drunk to do my, I think it was a taxation cut. And I was so drunk, and the lecturer looked at me, "Hey Harrison, are you able to do this cut?" And I told him, "Yenyewe, mimi siwezi fanya hii cut." So nikatoka, I didn't do the exam. Kukuja kufanya the main exam, nikapata supplementary. Soda soup. Nikapata soup ya kwanza second year. And nikapewa time to come do the exam because I was drunk, sikufanya ile the paper tena.
Okay.
Sasa nikadifa.
Wow.
Nikadifa now for 1 year. You see now I'm now wasting the 1 full year. I'm not in the
So
university.
1 full year you are not in school.
I'm not in school now, I'm outside.
Okay.
Ndio ishe nifanye exam moja nikuje niendelee na third year. So that 1 year now, instead of quitting the alcohol, I continue taking the alcohol.
You are still in school?
No, I'm outside. Now I'm at home.
Okay.
And that is when my parents decided, hey, this guy has a problem. And I think he needs help. He needs help. Maybe he can try him, checking him in a rehab. And I went to rehab first time while I was in second year. Second year rehab. Nikapelekwa. Stayed for around 2 to 3 months. Stayed to 2 to 3 months in the rehabilitation. And I decided I'm not going to take alcohol. Oh no, I decided I'm not going to try and finish my alcohol.
Okay.
And
like you need to stop.
I need to stop now. But I did not stop. So came back to school, continued with my alcohol.
Okay.
But this time I'm trying to manage. I'm trying to attend the classes and drinking. So
that is now the third year.
That is now the third year. So I came back to school, drinking alcohol and attending classes.
Okay.
This time I'm not going to class to class to drink again. And I finished my university well.
Okay.
Finished my of course with still problems of alcohol, but not many, because at least now I knew I had to limit my alcohol. So I finished my university, graduated, and
now you're still taking alcohol?
I'm still taking alcohol.
Wait a minute, you mentioned about rehab. Did you go to rehab?
Yeah, in the second year.
For how long?
For 3 months, 2 to 3 months.
And when you went to rehab and came back, you still continued drinking?
I still continued drinking, but now with now control. I wanted to
quit. You were really trying.
I was really trying, but I wanted to finish the university. So I was reading and taking alcohol.
So you wanted to finish so that you can go and drink?
Exactly. So then I can get a job and continue. Then I wanted to graduate, get a job at, and now I'm enjoying my life with all these problems.
Okay.
And truly, I finished my university, graduated well, and I got a good job.
Are you serious?
I got a good job. I got a job with one of the banks in Kenya. And I was...
You continue drinking still?
Now I have the money now, my own money. I'm an accountant in one of the banks, big banks in Kenya, and doing well. Do you know, by the time I was finishing my 1 year
working,
the first 1 year, a banker I was taking now, I was working in Mombasa. I was taking the local brews, the mnazi.
Wait, but you have the money. Why are you taking that?
You know, people forget about alcohol. Alcoholism is a disease. Alcoholism is a disease. And you see, in high school, I was already taking the changa. You see, so maybe the expensive liquors, maybe the beers and so on. Those ones, they wouldn't work for me. And this is the reason you can't control alcohol. If you are taking the spirits, going forward, you can't now decide, I won't be taking the spirit, now I'll be taking the beers.
That is if you are an alcoholic.
If you are an alcoholic. There is no day you are now going to...
You can take anything.
There is no day if you are an alcoholic, you decide, I won't be taking now the local brews or the spirits. I'll be taking wines. You are past that stage. You're already in stage 3.
You can decide for yourself.
It is not you to decide, it is your body. You're already in stage 3.
Okay.
You're already in stage 3.
Okay.
Hakuna vile utasema today sitakunywa beer. And I tried, by the way. There are days I go to a club and decide, because I have the money, I'll just take 2 beers. And true, I take 2 beers, but the moment the second beer is over, I'm not taking
You
spirits.
want now to take the spirit.
I now take the
Is it
spirits.
because it's the spirit that you started taking alcohol, like it's the one that introduced your system to alcohol?
It is not that. It is because alcoholism has stages. And once you reach stage 3, your tolerance is high. Tolerance refers to the highness you took the first time. Now you need more alcohol to feel that effect. And I remember telling you, when I took my first alcohol, I was in class 7 and I went to go tearing watu. I felt so nice. Unakumbuka? I felt so nice nikigotea watu. Now, when I'm taking this alcohol, I'm still chasing that effect. I felt it once.
The one that you felt the very first
first
time you tried
time.
alcohol.
Exactly.
Okay.
Hii ilikuwa mzuri sana. So when you see people taking alcohol, they are chasing the first highness, the first euphoria they felt the first time they take alcohol.
Yeah.
That's why you see a guy. That's why you see a guy taking alcohol the first time, and analala, anakunywa. Akiamuka tena anachukua tu pombe. I saw a clip of a guy taking alcohol, amelala kwa mtoro. Anaanguka kwa mtoro, hezi achilia pombe. You know why he can't release the alcohol? This is the thing that make me feel
it keeps him alive.
It keeps him high. Ikiisha anataka kurudia.
Anasikia ako high akikunywa pombe.
You see, when I am being a banker, I won't take the high alcohol. Because mimi nataka ile kichwa, ile inaamsha.
But you are a banker.
No, there is no banker. Alcohol gives you the euphoria.
Okay.
Because you are stressed, alcohol makes the stress disappear for a while. You see, that is compensatory. And there now, you're not choosing the alcohol. It's the alcohol instrumenting what to do.
It's the one that's pushing you.
Is the one pushing you to do
the urge.
The urge, exactly. You need to cure the stress. You need to maybe compensate what's happening in your life. And there's the hedonistic. Hedonistic now, it's where now you don't have a problem. You don't have life problems.
No, unapenda pombe.
Unapenda pombe, but it's binge drinking. Unaona? Unapenda pombe, lakini hauna control ya pombe. Unakunywa kuanzia Monday, kuanzia Friday, mpaka Sunday. Unasema tunaenda, like tunaenda.
Like you can go anywhere where alcohol is.
They're called the Subaru boys. Or the hot. They also have a problem. Apana, it is true. You are drinking from Friday to Sunday. You don't have the control. But now, unaona in stage 3. Now this is why me sikuwa na control alcohol because and I had all the money.
So allow me to ask you. You have said
hedonistic.
And hedonistic. Were you hedonistic or you are compensating? Why do I feel like you are trying to compensate for something?
For me, I'll say I was not hedonistic because I didn't have all that much money. You see, you
are not the thing, the whole thing of trying not to kakunywe.
Apana, you see now, mine was compensatory. Mine was compensatory during my first year and my first year in banking. And during the first year now, banking can decide this guy has continued with alcohol. Mwaka moja tu ndio tumekuajiri and you can't control your alcohol. Na unakunywa mpaka mnazi. So akaniambia Harrison, because you don't want to lose you, why don't you give you 3 months?
You go to rehab.
Unpaid leave.
Oh, you're not going to rehab?
Hata it's to decide now. Bank kaniambia my bank alikuwa ni mzuri sana.
Okay.
I was a good employer. I was a good boss. Kaniambia Harrison, we'll give you 3 months. You try whether kama
kumbe wanakupea holi.
Uone kama utaona nini utasaidika. So now in the 3 months in the 3 months now nikaenda rehab. Now my second
time. Okay, this time you took yourself to rehab.
This time I took myself to rehab. Okay. After nimefukuzwa na job wakaniambia wewe enda unpaid leave uone kama utarudi. So I decided mimi nikaenda bank. Nikaenda rehab 3 months. And this time I was serious.
Okay.
No drinking again. And for real, I quit the alcohol.
Are you serious?
I quit the alcohol.
That time?
That was in 2016. I quit the alcohol from 2016 to 2020. I didn't drink alcohol after that rehab.
So you made up your mind?
I made up my mind. This time round, I'm not going to drink alcohol again. And I was so sober for almost 5 years.
Now, allow me to ask him. Now, can we say addiction is all a mindset?
Addiction?
Because from what you're telling me, the very first time you went to rehab, you had not, in fact, wewe ulikuwa unaenda rehab ndio uendelee kukunywa because you felt as if maybe you need to please your parents and finish university. Number 2, but the second time you go to rehab, you made a decision. I am going to rehab na hii kitu naachana nayo. So can we just say maybe it's your mind, it's a mindset? You know, because I think sometimes if we are able to control our mindsets, there are things that we can't do. But the minute we lose control of our mindset, we lose control of our conscience.
I will not say that. I will say addiction is a mindset.
Okay.
When you are sober. You see, every person drinking beer, even by the I go to when I used to go to club, I'll meet a guy drinking alcohol at night and then ananiambia I want to stay sober. And this is the last drink I'm drinking. Hata unasemanga kesho hata sikunywi tena. But following morning wanakunywa tena. So the mindset comes after now you have been sober for quite a period of time, for maybe 3 weeks. That one you can decide, but it is not that unaweza sema ni mindset. Itakuja mindset wakati umekuwa sober. Hizi zingine za kuongea tu ati pombe nimewacha, pombe unaacha kwa counter, but the next day unakunywa.
So allow me to ask again, the reason is why I'm saying about mindset, it's because something, the way we control our mindset, I base everything on choice. When you stopped drinking in 2016, was it by choice or was it circumstantial?
I will say it was by choice, but I stopped drinking the alcohol then, but other problems came later, of which I'll tell you. Now, let me tell you why people don't quit the alcohol as much as they want to.
Okay.
You know, I decided I want to quit alcohol in 2016, but I had so many problems and resolved life situation that I had not dealt with. I had a lot of problems that I was dealing with since I was born up to now.
That were brought in by alcohol.
Not in by alcohol. Even like, you know, it's not about, you know, you don't drink because of you love alcohol. Alcohol, you see, when you look at alcohol, alcohol is just an iceberg that you're seeing here. But deep under, you have so many issues that you're dealing with. You see, I was bullied in high school, taken boarding school at an early age. So many problems that accumulated, which I had never.
You've been having something, you're fighting something internally within yourself.
Exactly.
And you think alcohol can cure it. Okay.
That's the point now.
Meaning, in 2016, can we say that you had healed from your trauma?
I will not say I healed. I'll say I numbed.
You numbed the pain.
And I numbed the pain, and that is what when you ask most men, like maybe you had a breakup, ama atakwambia tuli break up but mimi niko sawa na yeye. You see, you are not sawa, chenye umefanya ni kunumb, and that is what I did. I numbed my life situation and na siku deal nazo.
You numbed your past.
I numbed my past without dealing with it. So went to rehab.
Okay.
Came back now.
3 months.
3 months. Now came back sober.
With a choice.
With a choice now to remain sober.
Okay.
And I continued doing my work. And I became so productive. By the way,
and your boss, I know.
Walifurahi sana. Hata sana kapoa. By the way, I got married that time.
Oh, that's really wonderful. In fact, I wanted to ask you, during this journey, your alcoholic journey, were you married? Did you have someone in your life? Ama you could not settle?
Who will get married to me? Who will get married to an alcoholic? Who will do? Tuelewa na mlevi. So now I'm sober and I decided to get sober.
Okay.
And I get married. 2016, stayed well, got a child in 2018. But you see, there's something I've told you, I never healed my past.
You carried that burden all your life. Considering the challenge this particular thing have taken you, because you've carried this thing for the whole of your life. It has been a burden in your shoulder, a burden that you need to let go so that you can be free, a burden that has kept you so, how do I put it, with alcohol. You know, it has put you so together with alcohol. But then after you stop drinking, this thing, it is still there, it is still unresolved, and it is still hurts. Is it? Can I say that?
You can't say that.
It didn't hurt.
You see, I was already numbing it.
Yeah.
All already. It was not affecting me.
You were numbing the pain.
I had numbed the pain always.
Okay.
And I came to realize it when now I did counseling.
So allow me to ask, if you are numbing the pain, that means that there was pain.
Yeah,
but you are in denial that you are in pain.
So now, I'm now from the rehab 2016. Now I'm sober. But you see, there are so many issues that I have not dealt with. I have numbed them. And now I decided, let me now stay sober.
You said you got sober in 2016.
2016.
For 5 years.
But not sober. Not sober. I was not sober. You know, I told you there are two addictions. There is process addiction and chemical addiction.
Okay.
I was sober in my mind. And sobriety happens in stages. There is emotional, there is relapse happens in 3 stages. There is emotional, mental, mental and physical. Now I was sober physically.
So allow me to ask, and especially for our viewer, when you say you were not sober, however, you had stopped taking alcohol, meaning you have done away with the substance addiction, but you are not sober, meaning there is something that is, you know, you are addicted to something else.
I was not addicted to something else.
Is it another drug?
Sobriety. Okay, get this point. Sobriety, for you to start taking alcohol, you just don't wake up and take alcohol.
Okay.
You first of all relapse. You start taking your drug emotionally.
Okay.
Mentally. After now the mentally, that's when you take it physically.
Okay.
What I was doing, I was in emotional relapse and mental relapse, and I was not taking anything for those 5 years. Now I am sober.
So you are 5 years no alcohol.
No alcohol.
Okay, that's a good
but
one. Okay.
that's all. That's why I said I was just sober from alcohol.
Okay.
What happened? I now started now gambling. Gambling replaced my alcohol. You see, gambling now replaced my alcohol.
Okay.
And what happened? A friend introduced me to gambling.
So allow me to ask, alcohol was an addiction.
Alcohol was an addiction.
You said your alcoholism was compensatory. Right?
Not compensatory. It has reached stage 5.
Oh.
Compulsive.
Yeah, kusema.
Ishafika stage 5 compensatory. Alcoholism has stages. Unaanzanga stage 1 2 3. Sasa nikienda rehab nimeshafika stage 5.
Compulsive. What do you mean by compulsive?
Compulsive now, you have to drink to survive.
Your body
needs the alcohol. Your body needs the alcohol.
Okay, allow me to say that is why people die of alcoholism. That is at that particular stage. Unasikia mtu maybe alikosa kukunywa, liver inaleta shida maini. Is that the stage?
You can in alcohol, you can even die in stage 1 or stage 2. You can drink you can drink today and ukuwe na maybe you end in a coma and die. But now ukifika stage 5 now, sasa stage 5 now inaitangwa substance use disorder. Substance use disorder uko na dependency, physical dependency, psychological dependency. You have to drink every day. Unaamka asubuhi uko na shakes.
Oh, okay.
Unaona? That's why unaona mtu anaamka asubuhi anasema mimi mpaka nitoe lock.
Oh, okay.
Unaona, sasa hao ndio wamefika stage 5. And that is where most of them now una shake some, and it depends. Some people don't shake.
Fever.
You have fever and it depends with people. Some people mtu anakuambianga me I don't shake. No, it depends with their body. Some people shake, some people vomit, some have hangovers in the morning. It all depends with the person.
Wait, hangover is not normal?
Hangover. When you are drinking socially, you don't have the hangovers.
Okay.
You only take 2 beers or even just a quarter or something.
Able to manage.
But when you start experiencing the hangovers, you're already in stage 3. And
you cannot control your input.
Exactly. And that is the problem, and that is why people are in denial. They tell you that I don't have a problem with me, I can control my alcohol. And you are taking your atmium, so you're not in social stage. Social stage you drink with people.
And you go home.
And you go home. But you are taking your alcohol and you're taking alone. Mzinga peke yako kwa nyumba na unasema uko social.
Na uko tu sawa.
Uko sawa. Wewe unakunywa peke yako, hiyo si socially. Ati mimi nanunuanga tu nakuja na kunywa kwa nyumba. Hakuna uko socially.
Okay. You've mentioned something that for 5 years you never took alcohol. 2016 to 2021, 2020. You never took alcohol. However, you were still in something else.
Gambling.
Right? So it's from alcoholism to gambling.
Alcoholism to gambling now. Sasa gambling.
You go kill us one day.
Nikaingia kwa gambling sasa.
He stopped alcoholism for 5 good years. He never took alcohol, but he started something else. Something even deeper, something even worse, something even, I don't even know what to say, gambling. Guys?
Gambling was an addiction.
Okay.
You see, I started it in 2018.
Gambling is an addiction too.
It's an addiction too, process addiction. Okay. I started in 2018. And I started gambling. I remember my first bet was on 50 bob. I'm at 20 shillings. 50 bob. continued 50 bob, 100 kidogo kidogo, 500. I remember one day niliweka bet ya 500 nikashinda 21,000.
Hakusikia uchungu kuweka 500 ujui kwenye inaenda?
You see, when you're in addiction, you don't feel the pain. It's others who feel the pain.
Did your addiction to 2016 to 2020. So 2016 2017 wacha tuseme tu ulikuwa mzuri.
Nilikuwa mzuri.
Mzuri kabisa.
Nilikuwa
mzuri. A good guy.
Numbing my issues.
Numbing the pain, the issues, everything.
Numbing my issues of life.
Assuming hakuna kitu inaendelea, yani uko tu.
Yeah.
Then come 2018, gambling comes. Gambling, right? Did you become an addict immediately, or it was a series of events?
I did not. You see, in addiction, you don't become an addict instantly. Addiction is a process, and you can't wake up and you decide today I'm going to be an addict.
Okay.
You see, I started betting 50 shillings, 100, 500, and I continued. Now I even gamble thousands. You see.
Can we say that maybe you felt like you needed something to take the place that your alcohol life, you know, it's like a cover-up.
And when you gamble, you feel nice.
The same way when you take
exactly.
alcohol.
When you take alcohol, dopamine is released, and when you gamble, dopamine is also released. And gambling has to do a lot of with anxiety and so on and so on and so on. So when you gamble, you feel nice that hey, today I may win 100,000. I've placed this jackpot for hot, and that week you'll be so happy waiting for that amount you win, and that is what I used to enjoy always. So I continued with my gambling, taking alcohol and so on 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 and so on, taking gambling daily, and it reached a point I had so much debt. I remember one day niliangalianga my balance and I'm in a debt of, was it 600,000?
600,000.
Yeah, 600,000.
How much did you bet so that you can be in that
you
debt?
See, when now you bet,
it accumulates.
Yeah, it accumulates daily. Leo take 5,000, tomorrow 5,000.
So inakwanga place moja watu betia.
Yes, una nini now ukiangalia leo umechukua 10,000, 10,000, 5,000. So one day naona nimebet almost 600,000.
600. Hey, someone come kill me quick. 600,000.
That's a small amount.
Hey. No, you know,
I know
600,000 because you bet.
I normally ask people.
Hey,
I know, you know, the day will be the day people will understand addiction as a disease. That is when you'll understand these people. You know, somebody gets cancer.
I'm still in shock.
Yeah, still in shock. Sasa hatujaongea.
600,000.
600 inakushtua peke yake.
And
let me tell you. When people get sick of maybe chronic illnesses, they spend so much trying to cure that disease, and we know the outcome of those chronic illnesses.
So you can say even addiction, alcoholism, yote, it's a chronic disease.
In fact, addiction is recognized by WHO, World Health Organization, as a disease. Any addiction.
I would say it is 600,000.
It is a disease, and do you know you can't get fired because of addiction, even in the government.
So you cannot get fired because it's a disease.
It's a disease. They give you a time to recover, just the way they give you time to go and heal cancer.
Okay.
Yeah. So continued with that, and gambling. Ikafika now 1 million.
No, wait, guys, someone come and pick me up. 1 million.
Hey, see, gambling.
You should have given me that money now.
You see now.
Wait, you are in debt of 1 million.
Exactly, of 1 million. Of 1 million, yeah.
Hey, someone come help me. And you didn't feel painful. You didn't feel remorse. You didn't feel.
Does a person who is sick feel anything?
You still need to continue.
And it is not money that you have taken once and gamble. It is something that have accumulated over 2 years.
1 million. I'm just looking at.
Okay, I want you to understand. Don't take the 1 million. Don't view the 1 million. Take now the addiction.
Yeah, I'm trying
okay,
to, it's a series of...
compare it, a person who has cancer and is trying to treat his illness. How much will he have used?
A lot of money.
A lot of money. Yeah. So me in my addiction, I was trying to treat my disease with money. So when you view it that way, you'll be able to understand any person struggling in addiction. People,
you are trying to treat your disease, or
not try to treat the disease, managing.
When you are gambling, mentally, you think you're going to
be okay.
Is it be okay or you're going to win?
You think you are going to be okay and feel good.
So
always. And that is why you gamble every day.
You gamble to win, and when you win, how do you feel? Or it's not really a big deal because
it's not a big deal.
You just gamble.
What you enjoy, it is the what do I say? You have certain issues that you have not resolved, and you think when you win, feeling that anxiety, you get better. You see, a person who takes alcohol, he takes alcohol thinking that the problem will, the stresses he has will end. But do they end?
I'm still wondering if I'm very stingy.
Oh, you're stingy.
I don't know.
Addiction does not know stinginess.
Hey.
Addiction does not know stinginess.
So you gambled until you accumulated 1 million.
Yeah.
In debt.
Yeah.
And you have to pay this money.
You have to pay this money.
You are still working at the bank.
I'm still working in the bank.
Okay. Tell me more.
So now, to reach a point, now I wouldn't continue with the job.
You are fired.
Yeah, definitely. Who will keep you?
I thought you just made your bosses proud the other day.
You see, there's something.
How did they know you were gambling, or?
I will say, you see, you can't hide that money. I always say, you can't hide your addiction.
So, you want to tell us that you are fired at your workplace?
Yeah, you see, after losing money over 1 million in gambling, now the job fired me. I wouldn't continue working there. And luckily, some people assisted me in getting that money back.
You paid the money back?
I paid the money back because of gambling, and people assisted me. And yeah, I thank God people came through for me.
You didn't have the money to pay back, but there are people around your circle that assisted you.
Yeah, people came and assisted me, and I thank God for them, and I'm always grateful to those people.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, I've lost my job, my banking job.
Niende wapi?
And remember, I'm still in addiction. Addiction has not ended. I've never healed. There is the gambling now, and there is the alcohol.
5 years down the line.
I'm not using alcohol. It's just gambling.
But then you were saying you have not healed from.
I've not healed. I'm still in gambling. It is the job that has ended, not the gambling that has ended. And you see now, I don't have a job. I don't have money to gamble. And my body needs to feel good. What do? I return back to my former addiction.
There's a question I had asked you before. The time you joined gambling, it was to fill up for the space that was used by alcohol.
By alcohol, yes, that is true.
And now, right now, there is no money.
There is no money to gamble. Yeah. So
you have to get something to make you feel
that euphoria.
Okay.
And now alcohol now replaces the gambling.
So you're back to alcohol.
And now back to alcohol again.
Okay.
That was in 2020 October.
2020 October. You went back to alcohol and you stopped gambling.
And I stopped gambling.
Okay.
I don't know. I stopped gambling because I had no money. Because
so if you had money, you would have.
If I had money, I still continue gambling. It is good to be honest.
So if you had money, you would have continued gambling.
If I had money, I still continue gambling. But now I don't have money to gamble, so I revert back to alcohol. And from 2020 October to 2021 April, for almost 6 months, I was in deep alcohol.
Sasa umerudi na full force.
And I remember the first alcohol that I took was
the spirit.
It was not the spirit now. I took you call it what? I don't know how to name the brands. Easy akina sijui niseme guarana hizo type.
Oh, okay.
I took that one. I took that one first. But nikimalizia, I was now taking changa. You see,
I was really have had a journey with changa.
Exactly. And for 6 months, from 2020 October to 2021 April, I lost everything. I lost my family. I lost even equipment.
Your family left you because of now alcohol?
Yeah, who stayed with an alcoholic.
Sababu umerudi na
ubaya. I lost my family. I lost my business. I had
how many kids?
One.
Okay.
Just one. I lost my family, my wife. I lost my child. I had 2 businesses that I had opened. I had opened an executive barber shop and I had a cereal shop.
Yote ukakunywa?
Yote nikakunywa sasa.
Oh my God.
Yote nikakunywa. And I'm telling you in 6 months. Sikwambia ati kitu ya mwaka. In 6 months I lost all that. Alcoholism is that bad. It reached a point nilikuwa natoa viatu naambia mtu, "Hey boss, kuna 200. Nikuuzie kiatu."
Sell your shoes.
I literally sold my jacket for 300 shillings. A jacket that I bought for 3,000 shillings. I became zero sleeping on pool tables. Nalala kwa pool because
you lost your home.
Yeah, I lost everything.
Guys, alcohol ain't nobody's friend.
I lost, and you see, this is a banker now. This was a banker. Sasa hana kitu. Nimeanza mpaka kuparara.
Sasa unalala kwa pool table.
Nalala kwa pool,
on the pool table.
On the pool table, yeah. Kwa mabeshte tu.
Because you don't have a place to
I don't have a place to go now.
You are in Nairobi?
I was in Mombasa. Sasa ikakuwa shida. Came back to Nairobi now. Nione kama nitasaidika wapi. Continue drinking and so on and so on. Shida zikakuwa mingi. Nimeuza vitu zangu zote. I remember I had, is this the, what do they call the earphones? The Bluetooth earphones. I had bought for 3,000. I sold them for 120 shillings. 120 shillings ndio nipate nini?
I don't wish anyone alcohol addiction. That is serious.
You know the Masai Leso? The one I sold it for 90 shillings.
Because you want to buy liquor.
I was not given alcohol at money. I was given half ndoka nusu. Pombe nusu na sigara moja.
So you would sell your things cheaply
to get
buy
alcohol.
Hiyo kanusu sigara moja.
Hata si kununua. Hiyo ni bata.
You are even smoking now.
I was even smoking.
Ha.
Cigarette. Wewe cheka tu hapa tu. Unanihurumia. But today, thank God today I'm sober. Thank God today I'm sober. So by April I had nothing.
So you gambled every dime?
Everything I had, including
and then you
clothes.
you came.
Finished.
You gambled your money.
Yeah.
Everything in your bank account. Meaning there is no coming back if you want to come back.
There is no coming back now.
Then you come to make the matters worse. You sold everything.
Yeah.
Yani ulikunywa, you drank everything.
Yeah,
let me put it like that.
Everything I had. Nimekwambia mpaka biashara sasa. So umekunywa mpaka biashara zako, what is left? You have nothing that is left. And my people wakasikia huruma sasa.
Your family.
My family.
Your parents, siblings.
Wakaona this guy, let's try the third time
to take him to rehab.
To take him to rehab. Now the third time. We'll see whether it will work. And nikapelekwa rehab. Another rehab.
This is 2021?
2021 April now.
Okay.
Nikapelekwa rehab. And that is now the point I decided, let me deal with my issues.
What pushed you to? Because I think we always have that thing that pushes us. You know, this thing that usually say, mwanaume huwezi mwambia aache kukunywa pombe. Is it true? You cannot push your man to stop taking alcohol. Unless one day he decides, I don't want it anymore. Is it true? You
know, any person who has reached stage 5 of alcohol, alcohol is never sweet at that moment. We are not drinking for us to feel fun. You see, you can remember mtu akiwa social stage, there's even club hopping. Anaenda hapa ana dance, but ukishafika hapa unakunywanga local pubs. Which fun is there? Just taking the alcohol pale kwa counter. So you are not enjoying. You are even asking, when will I be able to stop this alcohol? And when I got that chance, do you want to assist? Do you want assistance? I said, yes, I want.
So you want to tell me it reaches a point when you are taking alcohol that your body wants to stop.
Your body wants
but something can't just...
Yeah, your body wants to stop because you're even affecting yourself. Lakini, the withdrawals, I was telling you about the vomiting, the shakes. Sasa, do you wake up in the morning na una shake na pombe iko hapo? Hauwezi, lazima utakunywa tu. So, kama unataka assistant, that is the best place not to be assisted. And wakati ilifika, I embrace
So
and
people came to help you.
People came to help
wow,
me.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. And I'm always grateful for them. And nikakaa rehab for 3 months and
another 3 months now.
This is the third time. Kunisaidia 3 months. I now dealt with all my issues since I was a child. Nikakumbuka the many cases. I did counseling. The many cases, and the good thing when I was in rehab, I also studied counseling. The many cases I was bullied. The many cases
you are going through a lot of things, but you are putting them
exactly in. Since I was a child. Nikakumbuka mpaka high school, nikiwa campus, the many ridicules I had, the many things that affected me. Nikadeal nazo zote. That is when now I was able to quit the alcohol.
So you want to mean such things can actually affect someone, and push you not to be the best version of yourself.
Exactly. And the moment you are able to deal with your issues, the issues that happen even when you are a younger boy, a younger child,
the issues that we don't even we don't want to be identified with.
Exactly. I now gained self-awareness. I remember, you know, many people have been bullied, many people have been abused, and they are not able to talk it. But the moment they can get a place where they can be confident to talk to, then you'll be able to deal with that. A safe place where you can be listened without judgment, without condemnation. That is how.
And how far has it been, the journey?
The journey today.
It's been 2 years.
It's been 2 years. Today is 13. It has been 2 years, 2 months, and 4 days. I normally count it daily.
I'm so proud of you.
2 years, 2 months, 4 days today, dealing with issues, helping other people, and maybe to tell you, when I was in the rehabilitation, I was the best person in that rehab.
That's amazing.
And the owner,
meaning you had the potential of being the best version you could.
And do you know, as I was employed in that place, how good I was. And when she employed me, and by then she passed. May her soul rest in peace. The owner of that place.
So rest in peace.
So she told me, Harrison, because you have been good, I'll give you a lot to be an accountant here. And when I was working as an accountant now, that is when I did counseling, addiction counseling. And the journey has been good, no regrets. Even if I lost my family, I lost properties. Now I'm good now. Now I'm able to cater for myself.
I would say I'm proud of you. That has been a journey.
Yeah, it has been a journey. Now you see, now life is good. Just maybe for some few things that have not recovered, but
it's a journey. It cannot happen.
Exactly. I'm sure by the end of maybe this year or next year, I'll have accumulated most of the things and going to the next level. Yeah.
Harrison, one thing I can tell you is that I'm super duper proud of you, because everyone has a journey. Everyone has a story. How you come out of it, how you deal with it, the next life after that is what really matters. Whatever happened in the past, be it bad or good, if you deal with it and you deal with it well, that is what matters. You have come out of a challenging moment, you have conquered, and you are here today because you have gotten the confidence to talk about your story. And that one is something so inspiring, something so powerful, not to just you alone, to even me, to someone out there. You understand me? And I would say, personally, I love stories of hope, stories of faith, stories of fresh start, because this one is like a fresh start for you. Your life has begun a whole, and I'm super proud of you, because there are so many people out there who do not have the courage to talk about their stories. People out there who are fighting and struggling with alcoholism, struggling with gambling, yet they do not have someone they can identify their story with. You being here and having the confidence to talk about it, having the courage to talk about it, because your story is about courage, your story is about confidence, your story is about hope, your story is about a new start, a fresh start, and your story is so inspiring. And that, as far as someone out there can identify with your story, that is what really matters. You have inspired, you have empowered someone, you have engaged someone in one way or another, and through that, someone out there is conquering because of you. Personally, I'm so inspired.
Thank you.
And I'm super, super proud of you. And I believe and I pray that the journey will continue. It's not going to be a stop of everything. You're going to continue inspiring and empowering people. Guys, that is Harrison Mwaura, and that is his journey with alcoholism and gambling. And let me tell you guys, from his story, everything is possible. You know, you can quit and you can conquer. Is it true?
It is true.
Yes, you can quit and you can conquer, and you can be the best version that you would want for yourself, just like Harrison. Thank you guys. This is the Talk with Rosalia, and I love you all. Thank you guys.